Hey home learners, welcome back to our poetry playlist. That's right, this month we are looking at a new poet, a children's poet, my favorite, Kenn Nesbitt. And this poem is great because it's all about excuses. Now, this probably would be best for P.5 or P.6 students, and we'll take a look at it together. First, we'll read it, and we'll look at the words, how to say them, make sure we understand what it's talking about, and then I'll perform it for you just to give you an idea of maybe how you could do it at home. All right, so let's take a look at this one. At the top, we always start with the title, and the title says, All My Great Excuses. An excuse is when you're not doing your job and you make someone else's fault. Oh, but it wasn't my fault. Really? Yeah. Right. So let's have a look at the first one. We'll work through this together. I started on my homework, but my pen ran out of ink. That's the excuse. My hamster ate my homework. My computer's on the blink. Now, that means on the blink means sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So, didn't do your homework. Oh, my pen doesn't have any ink. My hamster ate it. My computer doesn't work. Have you ever done that before? Let's go on to the next part. I accidentally dropped it in the soup my mom was cooking. This is mom because it's U.S. English, not British English. Mom was cooking. My brother flushed it down the toilet when I wasn't looking. Right. This is a big word here. Accidentally. Accidentally dropped it. I accidentally dropped it. Next part. My mother ran my homework through the washer and the dryer. An airplane crashed into our house. My homework caught on fire. Again, here's another American word, airplane. Airplane. Crashed into our house. Right. I think the excuses are getting a little bit too big now. Let's take a look over here. Tornadoes blew my notes away. A tornado is when the wind is so strong it circles around and around and it goes from a cloud down to the ground and blows everything away. Volcano struck our town. There's an S there. Volcanoes. Don't drop it like I did. My notes were taken hostage by an evil killer clown. To take something hostage is to say, I won't give it back until you give me something that I want. Some aliens abducted me. That's a big new word. Abducted means to be taken. I had a shark attack. A pirate swiped my homework and refused to give it back. So we have aliens, shark attacks, and pirates. Right. That's funny. Last part. I worked on these excuses so darned long, my teacher said, I think you'll find it easier to do the work instead. All right, so that means that the child, the student, really spent a lot of time thinking, how can I tell my teacher I didn't do my homework? And they spent so much time that if they just did their homework, it would have taken less time. So that's why it's funny at the end. Pretty good. We're going to go through it, and I will perform it now. Again, you kind of have to tell the story. So in my mind, I see a student, and they didn't do their homework, and they're really trying to figure out how can they tell their teacher and not get in trouble. And they were a bit surprised at the end when the teacher says, you spend so much time, just do the homework. It's easy, right? Okay, I always start with the title, nice and strong, and then the author, and then I wait before I begin. All My Great Excuses by Kenn Nesbitt. I started on my homework, but my pen ran out of ink. My hamster ate my homework. My computer's on the blink. I accidentally dropped it in the soup my mom was cooking. My brother flushed it down the toilet when I wasn't looking. My mother ran my homework through the washer and the dryer. An airplane crashed into our house. My homework caught on fire. Tornadoes blew my notes away. Volcanoes struck our town. My notes were taken hostage by an evil killer clown. Some aliens abducted me. I had a shark attack. A pirate swiped my homework and refused to give it back. I worked on these excuses so darn long. My teacher said, I think you'll find it easier to do the work instead. All right, that's just how I would do it, but it sounded good to me. So I'd love to hear what you guys can do with this poem. Keep practicing, and it will be great. I know it. Come on back, and we will keep doing poems to learn language better, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.